Hello. So let's see. And as always, let's start out by hello. Let's start out by sharing that we are actually live, because it's much more fun like that. Okay. So let's see when people get in here. Create post. Hello, Mega Monkey, Sullivan, hello. Yeah, just as always, beginning of the stream, making sure that people are actually joining. So I'm just sharing it because maybe I could do it before, but I'm not really planning these live streams so much. I just do it when I can and feel like it and have something to show. So how is everybody? No videos, no URL, can do that. Yep. So like that. Boom. So see again. Why is the chat not showing up? It's like an amnesty for once. By the way, I might change my glasses, and as Amnesty joins, the chat then works. So it seems like Streamlabs that is doing this chat thing in the corner is need a little time before it's catching up and figuring out I'm live. I might be changing my glasses during the stream if it's too annoying, because as you can see, I got new glasses and they are really nice to wear. And they have some kind of smart whatever coding, I don't know what it is, but something that makes it better for me to use and see on screens and in the dark and stuff like that. However, that gives this blue shiny thing, which is not a problem for me, but you can see here on camera, almost if I do like this, you cannot see my eyes, and that's kind of annoying. I'll try it out today, and then I will rewatch the live stream or parts of it later on, and then decide if it's too annoying, because it feels a little weird. Anyway, so I'll take a look in the chat in a moment. So why is Sullivan's chat not showing up? Only Amnesty's. Not gonna lie, if multiplayer gets added, I wonder how it's gonna work with mods generally. I just imagine there's one troll that spawns a nuke, firework, bonus. Yeah, the thing is with Sullivan, the thing is with multiplayer, the way I think multiplayer is that I mainly, again, a disclaimer, as always, when I talk about multiplayer, it's something I cannot promise will ever be in the game. I can promise I will look into it, and we'll look into it actually soon. That's why I'm trying to get the things we'll work on today out of the way, so I can get started on the multiplayer. It will be a long time before you ever get a chance to try it out, but I will try and make it work. I can't promise, but so the disclaimer out of the way, multiplayer might not never be a thing, but I really want to make it a thing because I obviously can see why it could be really fun. So but I'm thinking multiplayer more like I imagine that you will most of the time play with friends. So I don't expect to, as you say, there will be a troll spawning in nuke, firecracker, blah 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 blah. Well, there could be a player doing that, but it will be somebody you know, because you won't play with strangers. Or well, you can if, for instance, you join the Discord and join a server that somebody's sharing, and I might also do a server list so you can join random servers. That also might be a good idea, but I think it will mainly be used with friends or people from the Discord or in real life. So always the disclaimer, yes. And I have to say it because, if I say, multiplayer, I'm working on multiplayer, people and I guess people will think that anyway, but then they can't say I didn't told you so. That's why I'm doing this disclaimer, because I don't know if I can do it. Because making a multiplayer game in itself is a huge task and very, very complicated. Changing an existing single player game that is already released, played by thousands of people, that have mod support, changing that to multiplayer is kind of an insane task. And then do it in your spare time. So that's why I'm doing this disclaimer. Oh yeah, and actually the biggest thing really, I think, will be all the physics. That's what I've never made a multiplayer game before, but that's what I foresee will be the biggest challenge, is actually all the physics. I have to figure out a way to make that work. But again, I don't know anything about multiplayer yet, but soon I will start working on it. Let me just post here again on Twitter. Boom. And then in Discord, which I should have done beginning. Hey, and then we will get to it, because we will work on mod loading or map loading again. But actually, maybe I should have changed the title. I will actually be working on the mod update part, the auto update part, because I really want to add, a progress bar, but it's not so simple, as you will see in a moment. Boom. Just like that. Oh. Okay. Yes. Boom. Okay. So let's see here. Amnesty. I would assume that the host gets to determine what mods is in the lobby. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. But again, we shouldn't get too into multiplayer today, because I'm not working on it yet. But we will get, and I will share and everything, and videos and live streams and stuff like that, but you won't be able to play it for a long time, because I haven't even started on it yet. But I'm also imagining that the host will kind of deserve, the mods that the host have enabled will be the mods that will be on the server. And then I will make some logic, which is also actually why I'm doing what I'm showing today, is to have a mechanism for actually subscribing and downloading the mods that the host have, because on the client, because they should also have the same. Mega Monkey, yeah, I would use the new netcode for game objects. Yeah. Hello Dan, hello JJ Blocks, hello Steve, hello Guanaco. No, Guanaco, we've been here for a while, but I've basically just been talking while sharing that I am actually online, and I only have like 40-50 minutes today before dinner time, so we better get started. And the stuff that I will be working on today, let's get in here, because what I will be working on today is as you might have seen on the experimental plans, I pushed a version yesterday that the latest version where I load mods, I load map mods and load the map listing much faster than before. And I also, as a little bonus, download updates for mod. I'm actually, when you click start, it actually checks all your mod if there is an update. If a certain amount of time has passed, it's not doing it every time. It checks for updates and then install them. So you can actually, with this, you can actually go into a mod folder and delete just a random amount of folders in your mod folder, and then click start, and then it will automatically download them again. But I will show you, because that's how I'm testing it. And what I'm And it seems to be working fine, except for maybe some issues that Guanaco have run into that I might need to look into. But in general, it works. And another little disclaimer. The way I'm doing it now is that it's not super beautiful. I have some other ideas of doing it also, because it can sometimes, if it's a big mod, your computer kind of, if the game freezes while it's actually moving the file or something like that. There's something going on in the mod.io SDK. But again, I'm using the version 1. I should use version 2. So when I'm upgrading to that, at some point, I will improve also the UI. So I will have it work a little better than it do now. But this is good enough, and it's much better than before. Because now it actually updates, and I just want to have this working, being good enough, so I can start working on multiplayer and figure out if I make some POC, which is a proof of concept, which is a thing you do in software development and game development. You do kind of a simple prototype of it. So I need to figure out, okay, can I actually make a multiplayer game, have some people join, fire some stuff off, just the basic stuff without all the detail, animations, blah blah blah, all that stuff, just to see if that works. So I want to get to that part as fast as I can, but I need this fixed first, because the mod loading in the current released version is just way too bad. It's loading way too much in, taking up too much memory. It's too long to list the mods, and auto update is not working and haven't been at all for a long time, unless you were logged in. But that seems to have been fixed in this version, with this new version, the new way I'm doing it. So that's good. But again, it just have to be good enough for now, and then I will improve it later down the road. But one last thing, at least, or one thing that is missing, is when you let me okay, now I might not, let me see. So when it's, I'm starting it up now, so we can see what we have to work with now. And what I want to do is add a progress bar, so you can actually see it's downloading, so you know what's going on. Oh, a lot of chat going on. Okay, so let's take a look here. So if you haven't tried the experimental branch, you can see here how it works. So you click start and it checks for update. This is the one I'm talking about, that progress bar here. So now here, and if I do it again, you can see it's much faster, because second time it's only checking the files because it just checked it already. And what I can also do is, if I open up, so if I go here to my, I can actually do, if I do like that, so you can see here my mod.io folder and mods. So here is all my mods. There's 23. So if I go in here and delete some of them and then click start, it will download the mods. You can see to the left it's downloading the mods, and you can see to the right that the progress bar is for some reason working now. Okay. But okay, I did add something before yesterday. I was shutting down. I couldn't make it work. Okay. What graphics card do I have? I don't know. 3 something. You can actually see here. I can show you. Because I can show you that in the game, I think. There you go. So, and that's, if you have been following my channel for a while, you also know that I for a long time have on purpose not upgraded my machine, because I wanted to have kind of a slower machine, to easier spot bottlenecks and stuff like that. But I don't know how, a half year ago or something like that, it was becoming too slow. I couldn't, when I was when I was live streaming or recording and showing something from the game in Unity, it was lagging too much, and it made the game look bad. Because it was only lagging because I was streaming and recording, because my machine was too slow. So I actually, some half year ago or something like that, I upgraded my machine, and of course upgraded to, something new. So right now I have a very, very powerful machine, and I'm aware of that, because it makes it a lot harder for me to spot the bottlenecks performance-wise. But I have a very, very bad laptop. Well, it's a okay laptop, but it's not a gaming laptop. So I'm using that, and I also have a Steam Deck that I'm using to test on lower end performance and have worst graphics card or something like that. Can we see messages, guys? Way better than the old machine. Yeah, it's a lot better. As spotted, Justin, we just talked about the multiplayer. You can rewind, but it is something I will be looking into this year. But I can't promise that it will be a thing. So let's see the chat here again. So yeah, I have a very powerful machine now, but I'm also gonna have this machine for the next 5-6 years or something like that. And also, remember, I'm working on this machine on my day job every day. And then after work on a game. So it's being used a lot. See your messages. Yeah, Guanago, we can see your messages. And we can also see it down here, it seems like. But this is weird on YouTube for some reason. Yeah, you're new, Justin. I can see. I don't think I've seen your nickname before. Oh, cool, Solomon. So you're pretty. I guess it runs pretty well on your machine too. What's in the cup today? You get one guess. It's the kids' coffee, as I call it. But it's basically what we call cafe latte. It's some shot of this much coffee. So this much coffee, and then milk that is kind of heated in a little, what is it called? Yeah. What is it called? A little. I don't know. A little pot thingy, on the stove, and then I have this little. IKEA foam thingy that makes it foam, and then I pour it in here, and then and then of course the most important thing, there is caramel syrup, like this much, so it's very sweet. So yeah, so that's kids' coffee. So I was asking if you could put the local maps at the left. It would be great, so we don't have to go all the way to the right, test our maps. I see your point, Gonako. I could actually look into that. What Gonako is referring to is that when I load maps here, it's divided in 3 sections. The first ones are the building maps, and then comes all the maps listed from ordered from A to C, alphabetically from the name. So that's all the Mod.io maps, and then with these blue ones, that's all the local maps, all the maps that is located in your mod folder here. So that's the local maps here. I'm just put some down here just to have something to test with. And the reason they are blue is because of the way I'm now loading it. Because to load these, or to show these with pictures, you can also maybe see some of them have different pictures than they had before. And that's because now I'm using the thumbnails from Mod.io. And I'm doing that to be able to load it fast. Because beforehand, when it was slow, I was loading up the map to get the image from the map to show it. But that's why it took so long. So now I'm loading it from mod.io, the metadata from mod.io. That also means I can show a lot more. I have much more information about these, but that will come in. I will change the UI for this also in the future. So I want to make it so you can see more information about the map in the game. Who created it? How many downloads does it have? What is the description? Screenshots, whatever, something like that. So you have that in here when you're selecting the map. And the reason these are blue is because they are just local maps and not on mod.io. So I don't have these information. But to be able to load them fast, I just give them a blue blueprint background and then take the mod name or the file name. I can't remember if it's the file name or the mod name. That I can get fast from the mod instead, while not loading up the mod. So that's why it's so fast now. Of course, it's now slower than it was like, a week ago when it wasn't checking for updates. But I think we can live with these few seconds here to also get mod updates. Cafe latte, that's my go-to, except I get them iced, so they are like cold. This one is hot. Oh, well, it's now not hot anymore, but it is hot. So what is can we start with the game? I'm not gonna play the game, but I'm gonna. I was planning on working on this progress bar, but it seems to be working. But I want to check it out again. Half of my caramel syrup is the best. Yeah, but half caramel, that's insane. It's too much. And I only have like very little. Do big city. Yeah, I'm not gonna play now because that's not really I'm more kind of a working on the game type of guy. So let's try this thing again. But actually I have had some requests that I should maybe do some streams where I just play the game, check out some mods and check out some maps. I of course do that, off stream, but I could also do it on stream. Sometimes I do when I need to troubleshoot some stuff. For instance, the issue you have, Granako. But let's see how much we get. Okay, so I deleted some. Again, this is not something you should do. This is just the way I'm testing it. I'm just testing it this way by deleting some mods here and then see it downloading them. Checking for updates, checking updates. So see, now it's not working. We agreed that when I did this before and I haven't restarted the game, this one was actually showing up correctly, right? And it also said downloading. So here it's working again. Is it some timing thing? Download update. It's fair enough that it doesn't go all the way for some of them because they are very small and I have very fast internet and a fast computer, as you can see. So that's fair enough. But now it was working again. But here it goes again. So this is basically what I wanted. Let me shut this down again and that do me full screen again. Yeah, exactly, Amnesty. It's worth it waiting these few seconds because actually one of the... I often have to, I see some people like Keltusar ask people to resubscribe, and because that's the way to get the newest version of a mod today, because it's not working properly today. And it's very often that is the case, that people just don't have the latest version of the mod. So by having this will save a ton of support time from mod creators and me and Keltusar and others. So that's, and it's less annoying for people that they can at least be sure that they have the latest version. Then that's not the problem. Checking. I think it might be a timing issue, because don't we agree that first when I did it, it was working, then I talked a little, then we got back, and then suddenly it didn't work. Okay, what if we take, so everything, just deleting all mods. Boom. Let's see. Also see I'm locking out the process down here. Okay, you can see that. But because it was working and then it wasn't working and then it was working, I guess it's a timing issue. And I can show you the code, and then yeah, it's weird. It's done in a weird way. But again, as I said before, I'm using the version 1 of this SDK, the Mod.io SDK. They have come out with a version 2, which is much better, I hope. So I'm not gonna do too much to make it work. Just need to be good enough. So let's take a look here. Just let me know if you spot an error. Let me zoom in so you can see it better. Now it's really big for me. Okay, that's too much. So check for updates. Then it lists all the mods. And by the way, Guanaco, I hope I fixed the other issue you reported by changing some order stuff. But I haven't pushed that version yet, but might do it. I could do it like soon, maybe in the stream here. So we can at least check it that works. But anyway, so here it goes through all the installed mod profiles, and then it checks for update, write out that checks for update. Then wait a little, and then here comes the thing, because then it get active mod binary download. I assume this method is getting this one is getting, as far as I understand, if there is a download going on for this mod already. So that, for instance, should also fix the problem where you are in the workshop subscribing to something, it's downloading the background, but you don't see that until you click on this collection thing, and then you click start. And if you do that in the current version, it can crash, or the mod might not show up because it's still downloading, so it's not actually working yet. But with this, it should actually wait until it's completed, downloaded, and installed, until it lists the maps. So that should fix another thing. But anyway, so we check if there is a download going on for this particular mod in this particular version. And then if there is not one going on already, we are actually gonna start one in an async call. It's actually a call, and then it have a callback here. And this is where I think things can go wrong, because this one, I guess, requests a download. But if something in here is somehow async or something, I might get to this point too fast to check if there is a, it's the same method as up here, but here I'm doing it because I just requested a download to start. So I'm requesting here again, and then get this information. This is the one that holds the information about if it's downloading, if it's completed, and how far it is. And this is where I'm using, you can see here, the download progress from. And then while it's not null, because if it's still null, nothing is going on, and then we just continue, and that might be what's happening. So how long should we wait? Anyway, so while it's not null and it's not done, is false, it will continue saying downloading updates, and it will log out this progress. We don't want to see that anymore. And then we just wait a frame, and then we do the same again and continue with that until it's done. And this, I'm not sure I need this. And I think the timing issue goes on from this line to this line. If I'm getting here too fast, it will just say, oh, there was no download, just continue. We go, continue. I should, no, I can't. What if I... Because when is this actually... Okay, let's try something, because this one, when is that actually called? Is that called when it have queued the update, or when the update is done? Now I'm just gonna write this out. So let's see what comes first, this one or I'm just doing like this. So yeah, let me try something here. Because I'm not sure I need this, because this one is here to wait for this one to complete before it continues to the next mod. Yeah, let me try that. I don't know if this makes sense at all, but I'm just, yeah, welcome to a technical stream. So why is it sometimes displaying download and sometimes not? Yeah, Guanaco, that's what I'm trying to figure out. So now we are looking in the lockdown here. I will zoom in so you can see it. We are looking for this message, download and update complete, and this one. And I'm not actually sure if this one, yeah, I don't know when we should expect this one. Okay, but anyway, we're gonna take a look here. So we click here. Okay, so let's see. So get active, or maybe I should, damn it, I should have put out what, Jesus Christ. Just to be, it's not that important, but anyway, let's do downloading mod profile, just so we can see what we are working with here, so we can see that it's actually the same. It should be, but yeah, it should actually run only one at a time. Let's do like that, and let's go back. So what are the chats saying here? Currently rendering and simulating some fluent dynamic and have to use. Oh, okay, sounds crazy. What do you use to download? Because it might be calculation, and I'm just using the mod.io SDK. I can go into some of the code, but it's not my code downloading it. I'm just using the SDK. Let's see here. So we get, okay, from this one, we get this one, Download and already completed. So this is. Wait a second. So get mod download. So that's the one that is getting the file, and this one is when it's done. So it gets to this one before it gets to this one, which is also expected. But okay, this is okay. Let me try something here. Yeah, Dan, I know it would be, but it's not like just click update and then everything works. The version 2 of the SDK is a lot different, and the UI is a lot different. So it's a much bigger task to upgrade. So that is why I'm using version 1 for now. As I said in the beginning, I needed to just work good enough for now so I can get into doing a POC on the multiplayer. And then later on I will get back to refactoring, well, the entire UI in the game really, but also the workshop UI and how this stuff is working. So right now I just need to make it work good enough, and then I will make it great later. Yeah, this version 1 I have here is not, and that I also think that's why the game is kind of freezing when it's installing mods and stuff like that. I hope the new version doesn't do that. Yeah, that's cool then. Have a nice dinner. So yeah, and also as you can see, the code here it's weird to work with. It's not very easy to figure out. So I have high hopes for version 2, but again, it's not an easy upgrade, so I will postpone it a little. What if we... okay, we have to... It's really terrible what I'm doing here, but I'm just testing stuff. So if this is null, so you want to see if it's null or not. Not very. So we do like that. And then let's see here. Okay, and then we have all these messages. So let's not take all these. And freeze it again. So checking for updates. Get. So see, now we don't get the loading. That's actually very good. We are not getting this downloading now, and as you can see here, it's checking. So when it gets to this part where it's checking if it is a download going on, it is null. So that's why it's not showing any progress. I think that's why. The question is, what if we wait until it actually So what if we did like this? What if we... Can we do like that? So we wait until this, and then we check, and then we Because then I'm not 100% sure, but let me try this one. So we wait until it's completed here, but I don't know if this is called when the download is actually completed or when the download is started. I hope it's when it started, because then we can get it here and then we can follow the progress. Let's see. Let's go in here, delete all mods. I wonder what it would be like if Fireworks video was made, I guess you mean, was made in Unreal Engine. Yeah. Yeah, it would be different in some ways. Of course. If it would be better or not, I don't know. I don't know Unreal Engine, and I'm not changing to Unreal Engine. Because basically all the engines have different benefits and upsides and downsides. Hello Chang, please write in English because I don't speak Chinese, I guess it is. Programming goes brah, yeah. So let's see. So this is not working either. So again. Okay. Seriously? Okay, let's try something. So while this one is null, or is done as false, we check that. This is very bad. So now we start here, and then we while this is going on, we try and get one, and then continue if we get. Let's see. It's really not beautiful. It's very not good. Yeah, maybe he was hoping it was automatically translate. I could translate it, but I can't take a conversation like that. Still not working. Okay, let me let's go back here. Let me go back. Let me check in the version we had before. That was actually working. Oh my god, this is terrible. So this one was actually working. And then let me check that one in, and then we can improve that. Whoops. Just so we have a good base. Save that. Boom, boom, boom. That one. So let's check it. We might still not working, but I just want to have the other version that was kind of working, or sometimes working. Checking for updates. I'm missing something, I think. Yeah, Gonako, the problem of the mod.io mod being loaded if you have it locally, I haven't looked into that yet. I know it's a problem. I have it on my to-do list. because yeah, that worked better before. Okay, so we agree this version worked before, right? So got one here. No. Okay, I just need to check in this. Randomly working progress. Whoops. What if we could also do something? We could say new wait for just for the fun of it. Let's say let's wait for 1 second. It's way too long, but it's just to see if it is a timing issue. I think I'm missing something. And I guess when I rewatch this live stream, parts of it I will be thinking, why didn't I see it? So see, now it's nah, not checking for updates. But now it obviously way too slow because it's waiting 1 second between. So it's way too slow. The problem is it could also just be random. Could just be lucky here. Because I'm pretty sure, as I said before, I'm pretty sure the reason it's not working is because we request a download, and then when we get to this point, it haven't started yet. So we get nothing back, and then it just completes. Then it goes down here and wait for this one to complete. So really it would make sense to wait. What I did before should actually work. So while this one is null, or this one is false, we should try and get a hold of this. Still think that should be correct. And then we can skip this part, because then it will be waiting here. Okay. Yeah, because if we get here and it's not null, it will go down here and then continue. I would still say this should be working. Okay, let's do a debug. Let's see here. So looking for binary download. Banana. Binary download for mod. We could say name for mod name. Boom. So let's see here. How do you fix error code 200 Pyro 3? You can just write it once. Don't spam, please. Just write it once. I have no idea what you mean. How do you fix code 200? What do you mean? Where? In the game or in general or? But if it's HTTP code 200 is kind of an okay. It's what you want, isn't it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure if it's HTTP code. Oh. Pretty sure it's okay, right? No, yeah, okay, yeah, you can see here. So The 200 is the okay. That's the most common one. That's what you get for everything. So you don't want to fix that. What version of the game do you have, Pyrosui? Hello, Simon. So if you go into the game, Pyrosui, and look up here in the corner. Yeah, here you can't see it on my screen because I'm in Unity. But there is a number under this one up here. If you can say that number, then I can most likely tell you why it's not working. So looking for... it should be an and, of course. Yeah, okay, it should be an and. So it's while, it's null, and... Okay, 23, 1.2, okay. Pyrosui, I guess you are not from China. Because China, you can't access the workshop from China apparently. There's some China firewall blocking it, but it's out of my hands. It's they're blocking mod.io for some reason. Yeah, I live in Sweden, I can imagine that from that name. So the version 200. Can you access, what if you go to, can you go to mod.io like that? Does that work for you? Sullivan, how many Kraken cakes it takes to break the game? If the fireworks is made correctly, it's a matter of your machine's hardware. How many it can take. Why is this? What am I missing here? So while this is null and this one is not done, we ask for this. So why is it not done? And why can't I see that? Let me try something else. Let's go and do the good old fiddler thing. Okay, so we can access mod.io. And you're sure the game is not blocked by your firewall or something like that? So now it works again. Okay. Yeah. Okay, it didn't continue before because there was no file. So... Wait. Okay, wait. I know. I think we're onto something. Maybe. So... It is an OR. So while this one is null, it should be an OR. Or this one is not done. So if this is done, so if the updating our profile is true, it should continue. And if this is different from null, it should continue. So why isn't it working? Oh, I think I just lost the chat, it seems like, here in OBS. I don't think so, as I can download some mods. Okay, when are you getting that error 200 then? Isn't it when you're going into the workshop here? Because if you cannot access mod.io, and there's usually a little error down here. Where do you see that 200 error? Okay. No, it's still not. This SDK is not super great. Or I'm using it wrong. So, looking for binary update. So that means it's just... So it doesn't get one here. Start mod binary download. So it's trying to get this one. Let's see. So it's like it's let's see. Hey, Kefti. I'm bad at names. Daisy Adventure. Hello. But when I try to download certain mod, it shows in the bottom middle on some other work. Okay, that's weird. Can you, are you on Pyro3? Are you on my Discord? If not, then maybe join it. There's a link in the description. And then when this happens next time, then take a screenshot and take a copy of your player log, or just take a screenshot where you, if you click F1 here in the menu, you get this console up here. So maybe click F1 and then take a screenshot of your entire screen, including this up here and the error you get down here, and then create a support ticket in the Discord. Yeah, because I want to see that. I never heard that before. Okay, so this is not working. What if we change it to, so while this is null, then we do look. If it's different from now, break. Oh, this is terrible code. I'm just gonna test something out. Is done updating something. Break. So if it is done checking, it means that there was no one, and then it should just go out. Jesus Christ, this is bad code. But sometimes it's okay to do, as I always said, make things work and then don't leave it like that. Then go back and change it so you are in control of what's going on. But sometimes you are in a situation where you just want to testing out different stuff. And then when you get it to work, go back, refactor it so it do make sense. So let's see here. Now there was nothing to download, so let's go here. And now there should be something to download. So now it actually downloads. Show progress. So once it's done downloading, let's go back again, and then it should only check. So you can say, okay, this takes long, but I also deleted 24 mods and are now downloading it again. So it's fair enough that it takes a little while. And this one is like 500 megabytes. Okay, so now everything is up to date, so now it should be faster. Okay, that's also because, okay, let's try and redo this and go in again. So maybe we have something now. KFT, is that how you say it? Still after almost 2 years, I love the game to bits. That's nice. I'm happy to hear that. Luckily, a lot of people do that. You know, majority of people, you know, play it a little while, you know, around 4th of July, New Year's Eve, and then don't play it the rest of the year, which is totally fair. I guess that's the majority of people. Then there are some really hardcore ones that is kind of modding, and some are playing a lot. And then some people are playing it like, you know, here and there when they have 5 minutes, or they just have a feeling that they want to blow something up. And all of the ways of playing is correct. You can play it as you want. But it is fun that people still play it after so long. So checking for updates, and now there are no updates, so that's totally fair. I'm not gonna say it, but I think we fixed it. I think we have it here. Let's try to do like this. And maybe this is actually okay, because while it doesn't have a download, we do this, we check for a download, and as soon as we get one download file, we break out of this while and go down, end up here. And if it's done up here, it means that there are no files, so it can also break out and continue here and go down here. So it actually do make sense. I just wish I could write this a little simpler, but let's try now again, just to see if we weren't just lucky before. And now I removed that locking thing because we don't want to have all this looking for. Could we also do something else when start? We could check for updates. Let's make it go to 0.5 in the middle there. This number out here goes from 0 to 1, and that indicates where this progress bar will go. So when it says checking for updates, it looks better if it's in the middle. So let's do that. It makes it look like it's much faster than it really is. Send it to Discord, the screenshot. Did you create it as a support ticket or just send it to me? Let's see. Where do you send it in the screenshots? Support, where did you put it? Me Shrek. Where did you put it? Housery? General? Okay, here it goes. Okay. In the general. Okay, but I see. Let's take a look. It's very, very hard to see. If you could just have taken a screenshot of. But let's see if we can zoom in a little more. Okay, this is better. Failed to download. Okay. Okay, that's weird. So, did you get this right now? Okay, from the time it looks like you got it right now. So have you gotten this message, you know, for a long time, or is it just something happening now? Because it looks like it's mod.io being down or something like that. So that was the initial one. Let's delete mods. Because as you can see, it works fine for me here. So it could be that you are hitting some CD or some whatever node that is that it's not working. I'm in Denmark, so I'm pretty close to Sweden, so we should hit the same reading. I think we got it now. I think we got it. I think it's working now. At least it's been working 2 out of 2 times now. But it also fits the time because I have to leave now. I think we did it. I think it's working now. I think it works. Let's try again. So now it's just fast. Yep, perfect. And then we go down here and we close, where we delete all mods again. And just to be, let's try and stop the game. Start the game again. And let's see. Hello, greetings from Germany. Hello, Screen Pyro. Okay, been like that for a week or 2. Okay, that's really weird. It's like it's only some. But what if you unsubscribe from that particular mod? I saw it was a Kendo Studio mod or something like that. Oh, well, let's try something else. Pyrosui, were you on? You said you were 1.2. Yeah, okay. Can you try and switch to the experimental branch? Have you tried that? So you are on the latest and greatest. But it also looks, yeah, firewall or antivirus thing. That seems to be the thing. So you are on the experimental. So you are on the one that's updating automatically. It freaking works. It works. I think we got it. No, he already shared the version. He have 2023 1.2. Okay, not experimental. Okay, try the experimental. I will. Right now I have to have dinner, but in some hours I will push this version because now the progress bar is working. So I will push that version to the experimental branch because it's fixed. This thing is added, and then ordering bug is fixed, something that the Guanaco found. So so that should be good. How did you? Yeah, but it's just like the thing is that the thing is that this one is kind of starting up a request to see if there is an update. Once it's completed, it gets down here. The problem was that before I was calling, let me zoom in, maybe that's better. Before I was calling this method, and then I was calling this one too fast, I think. So at this point, it haven't started the download. So there was no download going on, meaning it just continued. And then the download was actually going on in the background, and that's why I couldn't show the progress. So what I'm doing now is that I'm sending off this request, and then when it's done, I'm setting this to true. And yeah, so this one is called, and then right after we go down to this while here, where it's saying as long as there is no file download, while this is null, we check if there is a download going on. Suddenly, if there is something going on, meaning there is a download file, we break out of this while, and then we go down here where it's actually, this is actually where the progressing, the showing of the progress goes on. But it could be that there are no downloads for this mod. So that's why we have this one also. So because when it have completed the request to see if there is an update, we set this to true, and that's where this one comes into play. Because then when it's done updating the mod profile, we also break out of this one, even though there is no file to download. And then it just continues down here and skip this one because there's no progress, and then just say, okay, it's completed, move on to the next one. I don't know if that makes sense, but it seems like that was the problem. So it was a timing issue. I had to wait a little, or have to check this while it was going on. I think that was the issue. At least I managed to make it work like 2 or 3 times now without any problems. So that's good. That's good. But I will push this out a little later, I think, to the experimental branch. So we can test this one and the other error that Guanaco had. Because now it's dinner time, so I'll have to leave. Part 3, maybe create a ticket in... Can you... Because to be honest, I don't think it's something I can solve, because it looks like it's a mod.io issue. But if you can go down to... If you go to this support ticket thing here and create a support ticket here, then we can have a dialogue in here about your issue. Again, as I said, I don't think I can fix it, because I think it's a mod.io thing. But I would like to test out a few things and see if it works on the experimental branch, or yeah. But the thing is with the firewall, the weird thing about the firewall is that if it works for something and not something else, some mod works, some mod doesn't. That doesn't sound like a firewall, because the firewall would be most likely be cutting or blocking the traffic to the entire domain or URL or something like that. So that's a little weird. But anyway, that's it for now. See you in the next stream, or yeah, at least I will try and push out an update to the experimental branch later today. So nice little cozy stream once again. See you in the next one. And yes, I know I need to update this because it's too Christmassy. It should be fixed. Just haven't had the time. I'd rather work on the game, but I have to do it because it looks weird with this Christmas theme. It's okay because we're in January, but in June it will be weird. So I'll fix it at some point. See you guys. Bye.